I think the previous talks like focused on the technical side of things. I'm not coming from like a technical like background. But what we are presenting is trying to make TEE available for like everyday users. And thus enabling the secure and private computation that everybody users can use. So here's the whole thing that we are building. So we have like three components. One is the configuration part, that can be accessed with like a very simple and easy UI by the users. No matter you are like a developer or like a user, you can access this UI and set some simple configurations on the high level. So for example, if you have like specific privacy preferences or like access control conditions, you can use this like UI to set up this parameters first. And the second part, which is the next part, is the work agent thing. Actually, for the work agent, it will like translate the UI configuration into the executable TE code that's in the third component. So what the work agent do is actually kind of you can think of as a like orchestrator that will as so as the UI, the configuration UI will be like the input of this orchestrator, and the output is actually some processing codes that's in the TE. So basically, the whole process will be the users only interact with the UI, and we will handle the rest of it using that work agent. I'll like explain a little bit more about the enclave part. So we have like several code parts that's in the enclave that we can directly like execute that's being instructed by the work agent. So basically what it does is like to process the instructions from the work agent and then like execute it. For example, if you're like a user that you want your financial data to be executed, you can set a set of like parameters in the UX level, and we will use the work agent to orchestrate the rest of it. And in the future, we will make this like TE like solution to be hopefully like integrate with a lot of like use cases. And I think Gigi can talk about like the use case that we've been exploring right now, and also that we think it'll be possible like in a wider verifiable AI space, not just like crypto, but also like Web2 for Web2 companies. Yeah.
Yeah, because during we submit these solutions, we talk to many stakeholders, and I think the use cases in DeFi, deeping, gaming, and also some healthcare. For example, for the DeFi side, we talk to many market makers and also the founders, like for example, Wintermute GSR. They want to use these solutions to make sure that all the sensitive data, like the market making data, can be protected. So these solutions can be used to monitor the market maker for founders and make both parties can gain the trust. So solve the trust issue. And for the deeping side, we can use the solutions for many, like some deeping companies like vaping or, some personal, data collectors. They can use the TEE to handle all the private data and resell this data results to some healthcare companies. Like they will run the model based on the T enclave. And so they just output the results of the models, not to sell the raw data, which means it's very beneficial for the deeping projects. And also give the, the ownership back to any individual users. And for the gaming companies, we talk to some Web2 companies like League of Legends and also some other like NetEase, some big game studios. They are going to use this one to run their own AI agent, the autonomous NPC based on this middleware to make sure that all the data contributed can be trained their own AI agent for the game characteristics. There's one collaborators. It's called Infinities, incubated by the Movement Labs, and also based on the story protocol. They will do that. And last use cases, I think, is the DEX one, because TE can also be applied for the dark pool. And there's a stacks called story Pound, incubated by story protocol, and they're going to use the TE solutions to explore the dark pool of the DEX. Yeah, so this is the use cases part.
Yeah, I think in summary, what we're making is trying to kind of push TEE as a narrative forward by making the TEE very simple and easy to deploy for everyday user. But in a very confidential and privacy preserving way. So this kind of like middleware enable like for the user side is like they can privately sharing their data and monetize from it in an unnoticed way. For example, in the deepin use cases that Gigi just mentioned, and for like some companies, it can solve some like trust issues by enable our like TE middleware that's serving as like a third party between different parties, like Gigi just mentioned, between the founders and the market makers. So the whole thing is more about making TE like abstract away all the like engineering complexities that TE has already like facing right now, and enable the smaller teams and individual users, and also the teams without even larger teams without like TE experts to kind of execute TE or add TE components on top of their existing infrastructure.